My viewers and subscriber, welcome back to a new video on the Jamaican YouTube channel. I want to give shout out to all the YouTubers out there, all my viewers and subscribers. Remember, like, share, comment. You know, the old year is almost behind us. The new one is upon us. And we have to try and put our difference aside. Love each other more. Unity is strength. And we have to just plug down the right part. So I just came off the road and I'm watching a meet and greet video, and I run into this YouTuber by the name of Daddy Gargan. He's the one who, pushed me. As who watch my videos before, you hear me talk about this guy a lot, and I probably will. Because a lot of people don't realize older folks, they mean a lot in our life. They might a little bit annoying, they might a little bit don't have a lot of filter, they might say whatever on their mind. But I know younger generation these days, they're very sensitive to certain things, and the older folks, they tend to just speak their mind. But it is what it is. Anyway, I'm watching the meet and greet and I see him talking to my next favorite YouTuber from Jamaica, Color Summit. And I'm gonna play a little video on my TV here that's people can listen a little bit what I'm gonna touch on today. So yeah, it's coming up.
Big up the wall at Jamaica. Yeah. Big up the wall regular Jamaica. You know we have subscribers all over.
Near and far.
I just want them to know say we really love and appreciate all of them. Right? And sometimes we get some little comments when I to sit down somewhere with me, but we have to just, yeah, come on, God is the greatest. God is the greatest. One Father God. So, all right. And we got the whole of Sydney, we got the whole of Portland. Yeah. That is it. So we got Daddy God, yeah. Daddy God. And first, we meet him in person. Yeah. So we got to say Daddy God. Yeah, man. So we have to say anything you want to say. Somebody is here saying, yes. Yes, my brothers and sisters, bless up yourself, man. It's a pleasure for me to be here, man. Just touch color down and feel like rich.
Yeah.
Long time I want to touch this man.
That's how we have respect for him.
Extra blessed to do it. You see what I'm saying? But hear me, man. But the first time it's a color, is it a bush? I said, we never know party back to that bush. True, we come from Clarendon still, but we live in the town area. Yes, bless up Clarendon. We live in a town area, me and the most all of my life. So when this man them have keep a party, it look like I now push them up. And it was sax party. And Collard, I remember Collard gave him a 12 inches TV for a present for his birthday gift. And Sax said, thank God we not watch phone again and get a big TV. You see what I'm saying? And from that, remember glued to the man from that time until today, as I'm standing here, we really feel good from no step. We meet the man in person. The things that Collard is doing, it is of God. God himself can't just do anything. I mean,
Hear that?
use word all the while. God could have a big house up on a hill. God could have a big house up on a hill.
But he's sharing the love.
If you in a house and wife don't know when the house big.
Yeah.
But if you come like him with a gift.
Yep. Share the love.
Just give it, just give.
That's how good this guy is.
I've never seen a young man like this. Never. And he can't do it by himself.
Yep.
A little man from my country. I get people from all over the place in there. American people to follow. Right now, if you go on YouTube, you can't find the place. I just color. man can't stop color, then he stop himself. I'm getting ready to give up, man. Auntie Polly. Auntie Polly, man. When you stand up between them two people, man, you're blessed. Yeah, no, because them two people are like they are playing a gold mine. Yes, I
Yes.
know. These people, what they're doing, they're not doing to grab a force and shot. It's coming from the heart.
Coming from the heart.
Bless each and every one. I love you all.
Thank you. And
So yeah, let me get back to my video now. So yeah, so this man, been watching colors for a long time. I've been watching colors for a long time, but this man is the man who, pushes strength in me to run my channel. And you know, we have to look in our life sometimes and change certain things about our going out and coming in. And when I say going out and coming in, you know, he's a young man in his early 30s. And think about it. His audience, Colosimic audience, I don't think none of them is like his age. They're like maybe 50 and older. But he's doing something which a lot of people would never do. And I don't understand how, I don't see the love he get out of Jamaica. He don't get the same love in Jamaica. Like these people love this guy so much, and it's all because of his kindness. Because when you think about life these days, I know sometimes we don't have it, but it's a little that count. It's a little that count. And when I say the little that count, it's just like, you see somebody want something and you have a little bit more, you just share it. And he's doing that. But as I said early on in my previous videos, are the one I run a little short piece, a video early on. I was talking about, the new year. We have to look in our life and change certain things, as in like just your lifestyle in general, how you deal with people. Because when I reach out to Daddy Gargan, who was talking with Color Summit there, he's an older guy, he's in his 70s, and I see he was going at it with another guy, and I reach out to him, and he come back and make a video and say, thank me for stopping him from going at this, keep on going at this guy. I appreciate it. Because when we reach certain age, we tend that, like young kids can tell us something and we don't really listen to what they're saying. Yeah, you can listen and pick sense out of nonsense and look in what you're doing and see if you can change something about it if you know you're doing something wrong. Because for this new year coming up on us, we have to make it better than the last one. 25 have to be better than 24. It's a growing, it's like your kid you're born, you're 1 year old, but next year you're 2 year old. So you have to just change the way you go about things and change how you deal with people. Look into your life and figure out if you have any wrongs, what you want to make it right for the new year, and move on. Because for far too long, people have been hating on people for just some little simple thing that, people not on speaking terms, and we need to just let it go. Because we wake up this morning, we don't sure we'll wake up tomorrow morning. A lot of people don't like to hear that. But it is what it is. Today we're here, tomorrow we're not. So when things are not going right, you have to just make it right. And when I say make it right, reach out to people, figure out what's going on where you can fix what's wrong. And at the end of the day, you can tell yourself, what, you meant something that was broken. Because there's nothing that broken that cannot be fixed. So I look at this guy upstate New York, and the amount of people show up Even a lady is there, I think she's 84 years old, who watch his content. And just to tell you, like, age have nothing to do with it. Because if an old lady, 84-year-old, watching your content, that means something is in your content that keep her watching. So we have to set an example. We have to set an example set in all different way. It's not about, you have a YouTube channel. Even just going to church, you have to set an example in church. Even just the way you talk to people on the street, you have to set an example. Because kids are watching, because we tend to just go off sometimes and we don't realize, if we step back and, think about what we say or what we do before, we wouldn't do it. Because regrets, a lot of people have regrets. But as I was saying, it's so nice to see a YouTuber, because I wouldn't call him a huge YouTuber. I wouldn't call him like he's a big YouTuber. But he's a YouTuber doing his thing and he helping out and people recognize it. And I don't see nobody, as I said before, loving this guy like how people out of Jamaica. People in Jamaica not showing him love like how people out of Jamaica, which I understand they're still Jamaican, but people in this country need to show him more love. Need to show him more love. And when we think about the whole thing about show love, you know, he have a thing going on right now that he help people a lot. And I know for a fact in the new year, I will give something to his charity. And all my viewers and subscribers out there, you guys need to look up Color Simit TV and subscribe to his channel. Because I understand it's a job for him, but when you make money doing YouTube and you give him back a lot, there's a point in time when you're gonna need a few hands here and there to donate something to you for a worthy cost. Because I was watching a video last night and they feeding the downtown guys them still. It's homeless downtown, because I haven't seen a video in a long time. And I look at it and said to myself, for sure in the new year I will be doing something to help. Because it's not $1 million, even 100 Canadian dollars, even 50 Canadian dollars. It can do something. It can do something. So, we have to help each other. And this new year coming up, let's say unity is strength. We have to unite. I made a video I was talking about for way too long. We've been oppressing each other. And I noticed some people, they don't comment on your video or whatever you have, post or whatever. But they watch it and then they have your number and then they call you, telling you they don't like what you say and they don't like what you state certain things. But that's okay. Because it's just like, I was saying, oh, we fight against each other. As in, I make a statement saying, in the big cities, which I call different nationality name, and the person didn't like it. But I wasn't calling it, because everybody's sensitive these days. I wasn't calling it because it's a race thing. It's not a race thing. I was just stating the fact that, you go to Jamaica, in any big city you go, there's mostly no Jamaican running any big supermarket or any big business. It's all people from different country. So, and if you find yourself with a little bit of money, can open a business in the city as a Jamaican, your own Jamaican don't support you, which I don't understand. Because every culture support their culture. That doesn't mean they don't buy from our culture and they don't spend money with our culture, but they try to support their culture. And for too long, as I said before, it's just fighting each other, fighting each other, fighting each other. So, if you look at the whole dynamic and we can change it. Because as I said, unity is strength. Love and hate can never be friend, as what Dennis Brown said. Love and hate can never be friend. One hand wash the other. And when I say one hand wash the other, that's what my grandparents used to say to me, one hand wash the other. And for the new year, we need to look in the things that we can change and change it. Change it. And make sure we preach more love. Hate have no place. Hate have no place on earth. Because if you're a hater, you ain't going nowhere. You have to have love in your heart. And all these young kids who are watching us, who grow up in our 50s or in our 40s, we have to remember these kids are watching us, and we have to lead by example. We have to lead by example. And when I say lead by example, when I watch Color Simit video or his videos, because in my house, when I want to watch other YouTubers, I have to watch them on my phone because my wife don't watch nothing. Even if the news is going on, I have to tell her it's news time, I want to watch news. Because his content is that good. It's that good. I know I try to get people to subscribe to his channel and they're saying no, they don't understand what he's saying. Which you guys should know what I'm talking about. Some people don't understand what we're saying. Because we talk very fast and people, I have a friend called me and said to me that you don't understand, how I'm talking so slow and then I explained to him, my audience is not just for Jamaican because we tend to talk very fast. So I try to slow down when I'm talking that people can understand what I'm saying. And he wasn't upset about it, but he was just saying to me why I keep on talking so slow. And then I explained to him what's going on. And then he said, "Oh, that made perfect sense." So you cannot be a one dimension person if you on YouTube. You have to cater for people who can understand what you're saying. Because I remember when I came to this country, I was just chopping words so fast, people couldn't understand what I'm saying. And now I still talk to a few people sometimes, and I have to get into certain rhythm to realize, I gotta slow it down for them to understand what I'm saying. But yeah, colors have good content. Good content. You don't see no naked woman at beach side. You don't hear no, people swearing. Even kids can go to any function he's keeping, anything he do. A kid can go there and feel very comfortable. You know, some people they're not comfortable in their own skin to even stand up around people to hear certain things, much more to hear people swearing every second word. So it's all good. It's all good, and it's a good look to see. When I get his visa, he's in America right now, and I'm really, really loving what I see. How many people there supporting him? It's really, really good. It's really, really good to see that because from time to time we don't support each other. As I said, from time to time we don't support each other, and it's just not good. Just not good. And as I see, my idol Daddy Gaga and there, meet up with colors. I feel good. I feel good. There was a lady there praying. He need it. He need it. But for what he's doing, he gonna always have the Almighty watching over him. Because when the Father is watching over you, no weapon that form against you, man, shall prosper. Yeah, no weapon. No weapon. And I'm telling you, all the YouTubers who are out there in Jamaica who's doing it big, they need to take a page out of Color Cement book and do something for people in Jamaica who going through rough time. And it's not only people in Jamaica, wherever you see people and you can help them, you help them. Wherever you see people, you can help them, help them. Even you see somebody in the street look like they're hungry, and they're probably begging you for money. You don't have to give them money. Go buy them a food. Because 2024 was a rough one, but we almost there. So we have to hope for the best for 2025 and share the love with your neighbor, friend, even people who is hating on you. Share the love still. Because as I always said, some people you have to love them from a distance. No hate. Love and hate can never be friends, as what Dennis Brown said. And if we want to save the world, we have to save the children, as what Mr. Luciano said. If you want to save the world, you have to save the children, because they are the future. And to all my viewers and subscribers out there, and all who's watching who don't subscribe yet, can you please subscribe, share, like, and comment? I really like the comment because I like to see what's going on the other side, because sometimes you're doing some stuff. Because right now, my last video that I run, I make mistake in it, and I look at it and I'm like, okay, you know what? Because to me, it's really nice to see certain mistakes and you can look at it and fix it next time around. Even just talking sometimes, you might say the wrong word and you go take it out. You know what? I was talking to a YouTuber and he was laughing about it. I said, don't take nothing out. Because regardless, you might say something wrong, people understand what you're saying. They might not get it because, sometimes, if you don't have something right down where you're going by book, you even go off topic. So that's a part of YouTube. It's a learning process. And you know what? I don't know, but I'm not saying I'm loving this YouTube, but for what it's doing for me now in my life, I'm going to continue to do it. And for the new year, yeah, I just open to touch somebody. And sometimes it's not all about numbers. Sometimes it's not all about likes. But who knows? Because some people who you see out there laughing, if you know what they're going through sometimes and what you can say to change what they're going through, you wouldn't believe it. Because my actor that I always admire, he make you laugh. He's a comedian slash actor. Robin Williams, Mrs. Doubtfire. When I watch that movie, Mrs. Doubtfire, oh man, I have a belly laugh. And what that guy went through, what that guy was going through, nobody know until something happened and realized this guy is making us laugh, but he was hurting inside. So people, my YouTubers family out there, we have to pray more because God is the answer. And for the new year, can you please love some more? Love some more. I don't know if me have no enemy, but if I have any enemy out there, I wish you all the best for the new year. And hopefully this new year might turn you into a better person. That you can think about what you're doing is wrong and make it right. So all my viewers and subscribers out there, remember to like, share, comment. Until next time, my friend, New Year's is in a couple more hours and I just decided I want to make this video. I always trying to make a video short, but sometimes, there's so many topics to touch on. But, until next time, we can touch a different topic because there are several more topics to touch. So until next time, we can just figure out, how we can cut this more shorter and